We like, no one ever told me this shit, man. I need to get a new assistant or someone up in this piece, but since we live, let's get going, man. It's Erratic Assassin here, and I'm reporting live from Erratic News, the only place where we bring you everything and anything from everywhere and anywhere, and it's only found on the Erratic Show, where we in the streets and industry, baby. You know what it is. And this week we're bringing you more news, more updates, and just more information around the South African hip-hop culture and everything that's been happening on the streets. Hope you guys have been well. I've been good. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a hell of a time. I was at Soundset Sunday, hosted by Nouveau. It was banging. It was lovely. If you weren't there, hey man, you're missing out. But let's get started. So now to start with, we're going to start on a serious note. We're going to keep you up to date with the Boity, Thulo, and Bujy Bikwa saga, or JBV case as it is, as Bujy was filed for assault against Boity. Recently, this past week, it came out, there was voice recordings that were leaked. We got a clip here from the Citizen with the fight between Boity and Bujy. It does get graphic. For those sensitive viewers, please just mind the next clip, as well as this picture, as you can see, of Boity apparently after the altercation that had happened. But let's listen to the clip.
When you know ancestors are fake, nobody's pulling out you out of water. You worry about your wig. Look at you.
It didn't get wet. It didn't get wet, darling. My wig didn't get wet, darling. This is still okay. Let's see where you're coming from.
I can even pour more.
No.
Nobody says such bullshit.
No.
You're just a fat fuck, baby. No one knows who the fuck you are.
No.
Babe.
Everyone's gonna know who I am after fuck Boity up.
No, don't do it.
So not sounding too good on either side, both coming out with some vulgar language, but as you can hear, it just didn't sound too good. And with JBV's whole ripe and femicide in this country, we hope that this will be handled by the proper matters, and that justice will be achieved for, you know, the righteous party. And you know, on this show, we do stand with women against JBV, and we do believe our women, and we do not tolerate any violence against women. So we do stand with Boity, even though we do know some of her comments were wrong and offensive that we don't agree with, but nothing should ever escalate to violence, especially man against woman. But carrying on, next we would like to go on to a lighter note, a lighter fight, but it was still a fight nonetheless. The tweeps enjoyed this, the people on the streets enjoyed this, but we had Shimza versus Mmusi Maimane, the former DA president. Apparently they got into a Twitter spat over Mmusi Maimane calling out Shimza. Well, actually they had agreed firstly on a tweet of Shimza's about ANC building and construction, but then it got into now Mmusi calling out Shimza, saying that he is actually part of ANC and getting tenders and funding from there through corrupt officials, and then people were laughing on the side. Then it turned out this weekend there was pictures of DJ Shimza out with Cyril and Fikile Mbalula, and it just didn't look too good on his side. So people were saying that Shimza caught that out there and Mmusi was coming out with the W, and then keeping it on with Shimza because he was just catching smoke this weekend. He had releasing promo for his song on Instagram. Under the comments, DJ Maphorisa came out saying that, hey, you're not helping the young producers in the game. Actually, you let them use a beat or they remix for you, and you kind of take the credit while they just go unknown. And he's like, that needs to change. And he was calling out his own friend, even though he said it's all love, but he's like, he can't take it anymore. So even there, a lot of people calling out Shimza, and then Saga came out saying that Shimza has been gatekeeping him from trying to enter and play on certain places. So it was just, I was all around for the boy DJ Shimza. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Let us know. Still on to the battles, an update from the Stogie T and Nota fight. There is a clip here. There was a clip that was released of them apparently getting the fight at Famous Friends. In the clip, can't really see who's pinning who. but you do see Stogie T walking out with the ripped shirt. You do see Nota getting bounced out the club. Hopefully, we wish the cameraman would have gotten a little bit closer just to get a deeper angle for us, but hey man, that's what it is. And with that fight, Stogie T actually recently this past week just signed with Def Jam Africa. It was announced, and with that he announced with a new single called Mama Say. It sounds like it was referenced from Cool J's Mama Says Knockout, because within the song Stogie T does make a couple of references towards his fight with Nota, so that's also something to look out for, but we'll touch on that in the music releases. Now, after that fight, there was another fight on the streets, another fight South Africa Hip Hop had recently, and it looks like the fight may continue. But Faith Nketsi is back in the studio, and I don't know how the fans are feeling about this. I don't know if they're excited. A lot of people looked like they weren't. They were saying no, no, no. They were asking please, no forgiveness. After her first EP, the response wasn't too well, and I don't think her being back in the stew and her posting this on Instagram story was received too well. I think people are still fighting it. They're calling it the next pandemic. And hey man, do you think she's going to come out and smash it? Do you think she's going to improve? Will it actually be hip-hop? Maybe it's Amapiano. What do you think we're going to give? We don't know. I guess we're just going to have to wait and watch and see. Next up, we got Timberland. L-Tido pointed out this past week on Twitter that Timberland was actually sampling from Nketsi, the Casper track. He had sampled it, and we heard a verse there from Papoose. Apparently it's a Papoose single featuring Lil Wayne, and we heard a Lil Wayne verse. Here you can hear it in the clip above. Let me know how you guys find it. Do you think it's dope? Do you think it's nice? Do you think it's enjoyable? Do you think more South African producers should also probably get into sampling South African tracks like this, or old school tracks or classics? Or do you think it's still too soon of a sound to be like, okay, it sounds like you just not sampling but just, you know, I don't know, feeding off or riding off that sound? But anyways, keeping it with South African hip hop, Blxckie just dropped a BET Cypher. He was on the BET Cypher. I think it was an international one, because it featured, if I'm getting it correct, DDG or such. We had, to be honest, we weren't listening out for them. We're just listening for the Blxckie verse, trying to see how we feel about it. Let us know how you guys feel about it. Was it hot? Was it not? You know, you can hear a little bit of clip there, and then we'll get back to you on that. But otherwise, there was some new music that dropped this past Friday. A lot of singles, not too many projects. Like said, Stogie T, Mama Said, Tellaman, Love Again was out. Audiomarc featuring Nasty C and Blxckie, Why Me. We had Tom Saison featuring Naila with No Way. We had Patricklee with Spirit Bomb. Nalu with Everlasting. February with Boys Don't Cry 2. That's an EP. Espios Dios with Panorama Route. Panorama Route with that's an EP, 3-track EP. Slade with Wamuhle also dropped, and they see the video, they started a new phase, new trend, new dance, nyana, something with their booming. The boys are having fun. They say the Majita love the boys love the Majita. It's all good when you're with the squad and with their gang, isn't it? And then for lastly, let's touch on the sports. We had Fury versus Wilder, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder in the boxing match this past weekend, and Tyson Fury beat the breaks off of Deontay Wilder. It says this is how he had the black culture looking like every black person on earth, just crying as we just watch him get pulverized again and again. Yo, they gave him hands, guys. Next up, it was the WNBA Finals. We have Phoenix Mercury against the Chicago Sky. They played game 1 this past weekend. I believe the Chicago Sky won that one, so they're leading 1-0. One up in the series. Then moving on to football, we had the UEFA Nations Champions League final. It was France and Spain. France won that one. I don't watch football that much, so I'll be lying to you if I said I knew the score exactly, but I know France won. I believe it was 2-1 with that one. Next, we'll take it to F1, Formula 1 racing. Again, that's also not a sport show I watch, but I'm trying to get into it, especially after the Netflix documentary. That thing boomed. Everyone was banging. But I see This past week, Bottas came first, Max Verstappen came second, Lewis Hamilton came fifth, putting Max Verstappen back at top at number 1 with Lewis second and Bottas third. So it's going to be a tight race there for Max and Lewis. Will Lewis keep his reign? Will Max come and be the new champ, the new young kid? And then these are just some random sports I found just chilling on the internet. First you get Russian bear boxing and they clapping their thoughts are serious. I've never even tried. Like, where's the gloves protection? Safe boxing, guys. And then we get over here pillow fighting, guys. Pillow fighting is actually a sport somewhere in the world. Somewhere in America, Miley Cyrus is still twerking and people are pillow fighting for money and people watching for entertainment. That is crazy, right? But anyways, that is all for Erratic News. I'm Erratic Assassin. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Erratic News, where we're everywhere and anywhere, bringing you everything and anything. You can only find us on the Erratic Show, where we in the streets and in the street. Thank you for your time. Peace.